Hello everyone, welcome back to Class 9th English Literature, A Legend of Nordland, a famous narrative ballad written by Phoebe Carey, Part 2. So students, in last video, I have covered the 6 stanzas of A Legend of Nordland. Now, in this part, we will cover the rest of the stanzas. So let's proceed. Stanza 7. So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. The woman was selfish. She did not give cake from her store. Instead, she started making a very small cake for Saint Peter. She did not want to share her things, but when she put the cake for baking, she looked at it and thought that this cake was too big to be given to someone. Stanza 8. Therefore she needed another, and still a smaller one, but it looked, when she turned it over, as large as the first had done. The little miser woman thought that the cake was too big to be given away. So she started making another smaller cake. When she looked at that cake, she again felt that it was as big as the previous one. Again, she was not ready to give this smaller cake to Saint Peter. Stanza 9. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer. But she couldn't part with that. The third time she took a very small amount of dough and rolled it. The poet says that she rolled to lay emphasis on that fact that she rolled the dough and made it very thin like a wafer and baked it. But she was so greedy that she couldn't give that thin piece of bread to the saint. Stanza 10. For she said, my cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away. So she put them on the shelf. The woman reasoned that when she ate the cakes, she felt that they were very small, but if she had to give them to someone, she felt that they were too big to be given away. She put all the cakes on the shelf of her kitchen, and she did not give any cake to Saint Peter. Stanza 11. Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Saint Peter became angry, he was very hungry. He was feeling very weak, and the selfish woman was not ready to give him even a small cake. This behavior of the greedy woman angered the saint. Stanza 12. And he said, you are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. Saint Peter cursed the woman and said that she was very selfish. She did not deserve to live like a human being. He added that God had given her food, shelter, fire to keep warm. But she had become selfish for all the resources she had. She did not want to share them with anybody. Stanza 13. Now you shall build as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard, dry wood. Saint Peter cursed the woman that hence she would become a bird because she did not deserve the human form. She shall become a bird And just like birds build their houses by boring into the wood and collect very little food by working hard the entire day, similarly, she would also work hard in the dry wood all day and get little food and make a small place for herself to live in. Stanza 14. Then up she went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. As soon as Saint Peter cursed the woman, she did not get a chance to speak for herself, because that very moment she flew up to the roof through the chimney and flew out in the form of a bird. Saint Peter's curse had converted the woman into a bird. Stanza 15. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burned black as a coal in the flame. When the woman turned into a bird, at that time she was wearing a red-colored cap on her head. This cap was there on the bird's head also. But the woman's remaining clothes had burned and turned black in color, just like coal. Stanza 16. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood, where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for food. People who live in the countryside, even the small children who go to school, see this kind of bird in the woods. They see that she stays there all day and keeps on digging the wood with her beak to collect her food. Whenever any child sees this kind of bird, then his elders tell him this story. They say that the bird used to be a woman earlier. She was very greedy, and so she was cursed by Saint Peter and turned into a bird. They get a teaching that they should not be greedy. So students, hopefully you understood the explanation. Now in next 2 slides, we will discuss about the literary devices used in the poem. First of all, rhyme scheme of the poem is ABCB. Second, alliteration. Alliteration is actually the repetition of a consonant sound in 2 or more close words. You can see the examples given in different stanzas of alliteration here in red color. Second poetic device which is used by the poetess is repetition. Any word or sentence is repeated or lay emphasis on it. Like we can see the examples in different stanzas, like stanza 1, away, word is repeated. Stanza 9, rolled word is repeated. Stanza 13 and 16, boring word is repeated by the poetess. So, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you understood.